18, add and subtract whole numbers and decimals. Okay, now we're going to focus on primarily for today is the addition portion. Tomorrow we will focus a little bit more on the subtraction, but I just want to make sure that we are getting off to the right start. I think by and large the addition is a little bit easier to work with than the subtraction. All of it should be review. Let's be honest, it should all be major review for you, and as long as you take your time, you should be all right. There is one major rule when we add and subtract with decimals, and that is line up decimals before adding or subtracting. Okay, major rule. If you don't follow that rule, you're going to be in trouble. But the fact of the matter is, you've been doing it for a long time anyway. You've been lining up decimals and you probably haven't even known it. Take, for example, the easiest addition problem in the history of the world. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now, if we were to write that vertically, okay, would these be lined up according to where their decimals are? They're lined up. Because the 2 here means 2 ones. The 2 here also means 2 ones. Therefore, we can add those 2 in the same column together to get 4. Now, we didn't need the decimal because there was really nothing of substance that came after it. Okay? But it changes if I say, okay, what is 2 plus 0.2 equal to? We'd have to set it up a different way. Knowing that in the whole number 2, my decimal is here, and in 0.2, my decimal is there. They go in different places, CJ. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is make sure I drop down my decimal, and then I can just do the regular addition like I normally would. There's nothing here. Can I put a 0 there if I want? Yeah. Can I put a 0 here if I want? Sure. Now everything looks neat and tidy. 0 plus 2, 2 plus 0, your final answer, 2.2. All because you lined up the decimals. Okay? Now, they'll be a little bit more complex than that, but not much. Everything is going to revolve around where the decimal appears in each of the numbers you're adding today. All right? I'll give you one to try. Try 85 and 36/100ths plus 14 and 2/10ths plus 5. If I didn't get to you, then you want to pay extra close attention. If I got to you and you got it right or wrong, you still want to pay extra close attention. Where you have the decimals in the 85 and 36/100ths and the 14.2 are obvious because the decimal is written there for you. The question then comes, in the whole number 5, where is the decimal? Is it in front of the 5 or is it after the 5 to mine? After. So I need to make sure that when I write that, I put that after. Now, when you add, you don't need to fill in all these empty spaces with zeros. You can if you want, but you don't have to. So the only number in this particular column, the 100th place, is the 6. Then 3 plus 2 is the 5. Then you drop the decimal, or drop the decimal first if you're going to word you're going to forget. 5 and 5 is 10 and 14. And 8 and 2 ones is 10. You should have 104 and 56/100ths. If you put the 5 there, it's a totally different 5. It's not the same thing. It's like saying, 50 cents or $5. There's a difference, right? So in whole numbers, you want to make sure that the decimal always comes after. Let's try another one. Hopefully that's the only time we make that mistake. All right, so 53, 8, 6, 7, 4, 7, 6, 3. Okay? Now again, it's okay. You don't need to have anything there. If it makes it easier for you to see it, then by all means put it. So 3, 6, 13, and then 9 and 3 is 9 and 4 is another 13. So we got to add that one over there, which is 11, 61, and 3,363 ten-thousandths is your final answer. Okay? Okay. So homework 1.6, 1 through 12, only the addition problems in that section, and then 1 through 16, only the addition one.